I'm gonna explain the proper way to build these drift cars. I'm sure you see my video yesterday on the low grip tires. Um, Pretty much that's the only thing you want to add to these cars before you drift to upgrade them. If you add any other performance parts to these cars, or you try to upgrade one of your vehicles that's already got performance parts on it, like this one right here, I had no idea this was going to be a drift car, or I wouldn't upgraded the performance parts on it. But because the DLC came out, I already had this car upgraded, there's no way I can take it off. So this car is permanently nerfed. Now I've noticed when it comes to this Drift Tampa though, it's not as bad as some of these other cars. Like the FR36 over here, man, this is the prettiest one out of my whole collection, but it is so nerfed up because it's got all the custom parts on it, the engine, the turbo. Rockstar has implemented something in this game that if you put these performance parts on your cars, they act even worse than if you didn't. It's kind of weird. Same with my Nebula turbo over here. It's kind of laggy too, but kind of weird because this was my go-to drift car when the Drift DLC first come out. It was the best. It was the fastest. It worked the best. But now, not so much. I was debating on buying a brand new one just to dress it up, but I'm not going to waste the money on it. I already got one. But yeah, guys, putting those performance parts on these cars or modifying one of your existing cars into a drift car, it's you don't want to do it because it's going to take away from the performance of your car. I know it sucks, but like if you got the Nebula Turbo here, you're better off just going buying a brand new Nebula Turbo and making it a drift car and just keeping your Nebula Turbo the way it is instead of trying to turn it into a drift car. Same with your Drift Tampa. If it's already been modified, don't waste it. Don't drift tune it, because you're just going to nerf it up. The best way to build these drift cars is from the ground up, and the only thing you want to put on them before you put the drift package on is the low grip tires. It will accept them. And then after you put the drift package on, it'll have the low grips on it, and then you can continue to customize in your car. But really the only way you're going to get the best performance out of these drift cars is if they're bone stock without no performance parts, guys. I went ahead and redid my ZR350 because it was nerfed too. Yeah, at first I was like, oh man, did I waste my money selling this car and rebuying it so I could put the low grips on it? Technically no, because it had the performance parts on it, which actually nerfed it up. And now that I got it unnerfed, it actually performs way, way, way better in race and in lobby. But just keep that in mind when you're doing these drift car builds, guys. You're better off not doing it to your cars that's already been upgraded. You really need to buy it from scratch if you don't want the performance nerfed up. And that will get you the best drift cars. It just sucks because my coolest looking drift cars are technically the shittiest. But whatever. We still put some pretty cool ones together here though. And at this Anus Euros, man, you guys, I'm telling you, this is my new go-to. This is the top dog out of all the drift cars. Don't care what anybody says. Yeah, this one right here, man, it's like driving on a sheet of ice. This thing is great. It actually acts like how that one did in the first place. But yep, no performance parts, guys. Just build them. Low grips, drift tune, then add your custom visual parts, suspension, etc. Stay away from those custom EMS parts. No turbos, no transmission, no engine. Like I said, if you drift tune this car with those parts on it, it's automatically nerfed. Automatically.